Everyone gets only one chance to live. But on this path, you have two choices: to walk as a winner or as a weakling. You must understand that either you fight through every challenge and live as a victor, or your fate will be in the hands of others. You will be controlled. The only thing that will make you a winner is mastering your own destiny. Remember, the only thing that will elevate you to the top is a strong mind, because your mind is your most powerful weapon. Your thoughts will either set you free or chain you down. Every great achievement, every revolutionary change, every victory, it all begins in the human mind. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. If you can master your thoughts, destiny will be in your hands. Are you waiting for someone to come and save you? For someone to understand you? To give you an opportunity to support you? Stop waiting, because that will never happen. Life can be brutally unfair, but one truth remains: no one will fight your battles for you. Success is not given, it must be earned. If you leave your dreams at the mercy of others, life will control you. You will either swim against the waves or be crushed beneath them. Maybe you think you have no chance, that the right people don't see you, that the world is against you. Maybe it seems like life doesn't value you enough, that society is pushing you down, that you lack resources, or that the place and conditions you were born into are holding you back. But history tells a different story. All great people, warriors, philosophers, and leaders, have deeply understood one truth: surrendering control of your life to others is the beginning of defeat. Now let's look at history. Napoleon Bonaparte was one of France's most powerful emperors, but his life didn't begin with victories. He was born into a poor family on the island of Corsica. The French aristocrats never considered him one of their own, but Napoleon never became a prisoner of others' opinions. He wrote his own destiny. From a low-ranking soldier, he rose to become an emperor who shook all of Europe. If he had said, "I have no chance, they don't accept me," he would have been just another forgotten name in history. One of the greatest figures in philosophy, Epictetus, was not even a free man. He was born a slave. Physically, he was weak. He had a crippled leg. But he never saw himself as a victim. Instead, he decided to take control, not of his external circumstances, but of his own thoughts. He said, "People become slaves only when they allow their minds to be imprisoned." His philosophy shaped some of Rome's greatest leaders, including the future emperor Marcus Aurelius. Now let's move from the past to the modern era. Oprah Winfrey is one of the most powerful women in the world, but her life was far from easy. She grew up in poverty, faced abuse, and was told countless times that she would never succeed. Yet she took control of her fate. She didn't let other people's opinions become her reality. Instead, she created her own. All these people lived in different times and faced different struggles, but they all had one thing in common: they never surrendered control of their lives to others. If you think you have no chance, that circumstances are against you, that others are holding you back, don't see it as an excuse. See it as a challenge. The strongest people are forged in hardship. If you learn from history, you'll see that only one person has the power to change your fate: you. It's easy to blame the world, but that will get you nowhere. Ask yourself this: am I in control of my life, or have I placed it in the hands of others? Because remember, either you control your life or someone else will. If you're waiting for others to save you, you've already lost. There is only one truth: you are the only one who can save yourself. But that doesn't mean it's over. On the contrary, this is the beginning of your freedom, because you have the power to change everything. There is one thing that will take you to the top: a strong mind. What is a strong mind? It's the ability to make the impossible possible, to turn struggles into opportunities, to overcome fear. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. If you can change your thoughts, you can change your destiny. What is the greatest power in life? Physical strength, money, strong connections, number. The most powerful weapon is your mind. Every great success, every revolutionary change, every victory, it all begins in the mind. Your thoughts will either set you free or chain you down. Everything takes shape in your mind before it becomes reality. The strongest people in history, emperors, philosophers, scientists, understood the power of the mind and learned how to master it. But here's the question: Where do we start when it comes to changing our thoughts? No matter how powerful your mind is, if you don't direct it properly, that power can work against you. So where does mastering the mind begin? First, become aware of your own thoughts. Most people live their lives on autopilot. Thousands of thoughts pass through our minds every day, but we don't control most of them. Some push us forward while others pull us back. If you don't take control of your mind, your thoughts will control you. When you realize this, you've taken the first step. Ask yourself, do my thoughts motivate me or hold me back? When I face a challenge, is my first thought, this is possible, or I can't do this? Do other people's opinions shape my self-confidence, or do I control my own thoughts? If you want to change your life, you must first identify the negative and limiting thoughts in your mind. Are you the master of your thoughts or their prisoner? Most people live with beliefs like, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or successful people are different from me. But have you ever questioned whether these beliefs are actually true? Marcus Aurelius once said, you are not a victim of anything except your own thoughts. In other words, no matter what happens, how you interpret it is entirely up to your mind. To test your negative thoughts, write them down and ask yourself, is this really true, or is it just my fear? Study successful people, and you'll see that they faced similar struggles but overcame them. Every time a limiting thought forms in your mind, replace it with an empowering one. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I can learn how to do this. Remember, every time you challenge a negative thought, you make your mind stronger. So how do you protect your mind? What fuels it? Books, movies, social media, the people around you? Your mind is shaped by what you see and hear. If you constantly consume negative news, spend time with pessimistic people, and focus on failure, your mind will adopt limiting beliefs. If you want to change your thoughts, read more inspiring and motivational books. Study the stories of great leaders, philosophers, and successful people. Surround yourself with positive and ambitious individuals. Whatever you repeatedly feed your mind, over time, you will become. That's why the most powerful way to change your thoughts is to achieve small victories. Your mind may tell you, you can't do this, but you must prove that you can. Start with small steps. Begin each morning with thoughts that strengthen your mind. For example, today, I will be stronger. Replace one negative thought with a positive alternative every day. Set a small goal and accomplish it. Small goals build great confidence over time. Strengthen your mind with daily exercises. We exercise to strengthen our bodies. So why don't we train our minds the same way? Practice this daily. Spend 5 to 10 minutes in a quiet place, simply observing your thoughts. Write down your thoughts every day and analyze them. Visualize the future you want to create. Remember, your mind is your most powerful weapon, but if you don't learn to use it, it won't serve you. So change your thoughts to change your life. Your thoughts shape your destiny. If you believe in limiting thoughts, you will live a limited life. But if you develop strong thoughts, even the impossible may no longer be impossible. However, as you grow, the world around you will try to hold you back. As you move forward, people will say, it's impossible. They will say, it's too hard. They will warn you, don't do it, don't take the risk, you're wasting your time. And sometimes the people saying these things will be those closest to you, your family, friends, even your teachers. They may say they're trying to protect you, but in reality, they don't realize they're chaining you down. But remember, every great person has faced these obstacles, yet they didn't back down. A strong mind sees difficult as a challenge. It makes the impossible possible. Thomas Edison was once called stupid by his teacher. His teacher even sent a letter to his mother saying, your son's brain is weak, he cannot learn anything. But his mother read the letter differently. Your mind is so powerful that this school cannot match your potential. You are born for something greater. Edison believed her and kept going. After more than 1,000 failed attempts, he invented the light bulb. If he had given up after the first failure, thinking, maybe my teacher was right, today, we would be sitting in darkness. Albert Einstein had a difficult childhood. He didn't speak until the age of 4 and struggled in school. His teachers believed he would never accomplish anything significant, but he saw the world differently. His mind held ideas that would revolutionize physics. If Einstein had listened to what others said about him, the theory of relativity wouldn't exist, and science wouldn't be where it is today. What did he do? He kept his mind free, embraced doubt, and stayed on his path. Here's another example. The beloved Harry Potter books were initially rejected by publishers. They told J.K. Rowling, "This book is too long and uninteresting. No one will read it." But Rowling believed her book would change the world. She received 12 rejection letters, yet she didn't stop. She sent it to the 13th publisher, and the rest is history. Harry Potter became the most read book series in history. If she had given up after the first rejection, millions of people would have never experienced the magic of her story. Now here's an interesting question. Why do people try to stop you? Understand this. People say you can't do it for two main reasons. One, they project their own fears onto you. Oh, if they never chase their own dreams, they can't imagine you succeeding. They live with the mindset, if I couldn't do it, then you can't either. Two, they want you to stay the same. Oh, people love the status quo. If you grow, change, and succeed, it reminds them that they've done nothing with their own lives. As you move forward, they will try to pull you back, because your growth forces them to confront their own inaction. So now a question arises. Will you believe their words, or will you believe in your own power? Remember this. You can either believe in their doubts and give up, or take their words as a challenge and become even stronger. 1. Stop trying to prove yourself. Just do the work. Edison focused on his work, not proving himself. Einstein changed the world without explaining himself to others. Rowling kept writing and responded to doubters with her success. 2. Turn negative words into fuel. If they say you can't do it, tell yourself, I will prove them wrong. Let their doubts make you stronger, not weaker. 3. Stay focused on your goal and be unshakable. Ask yourself, will their opinions about me matter in 5 years? If you stop now, you'll be in the same place 5 years from now. If you keep going, your success will make them remember you. Now the choice is yours. Will you believe it's impossible and stop? Or will you move forward with a strong mind and make the impossible possible? Remember, the people who say you can't today will envy your success tomorrow. If you want to be remembered like Napoleon, Edison, Einstein, or Rowling, take fearless steps forward, because no great person has ever stopped because of others' opinions. The truth is simple. All great leaders, philosophers, and warriors had one thing in common: an iron will and an unshakable mind. Unlike others, they knew that success, power, and victory begin in the mind. Some of them rose from extreme poverty. Some stood against wars and political conspiracies. Others transformed the world through science and philosophy. What set them apart? They controlled their thoughts. They didn't just endure hardships, they saw them as opportunities. One last example. Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius was one of the strongest men in history, but his life wasn't filled with luxury and ease. His reign was marked by wars, plagues, and betrayals. Yet he never complained or saw himself as a victim. Instead, he treated every challenge as a lesson. He famously said, "The obstacle is the way." This became his guiding principle. He didn't see obstacles as misfortunes, but as opportunities for growth. He controlled his emotions. Anger, fear, and despair could not weaken him. He trusted his reason and logic, not the words of others. If Marcus Aurelius had been weak, the Roman Empire would have collapsed under his rule. But with a strong mind, he became one of the greatest emperors in history. A modern example, Elon Musk. Elon Musk faced struggles from childhood. His family was poor, and he was often bullied in school. But he understood one thing: if you change your thoughts, you can change your life. They told him rockets won't work. He built SpaceX and signed contracts with NASA. They told him electric cars have no future. He created Tesla and transformed the auto industry. They told him sending humans to Mars is impossible. He is working to make it a reality. They told him Sending humans to Mars is impossible. He is working to make it a reality. Like all great people, he mastered his thoughts and mindset. You can apply these same principles in your life. 1. Reject negative thoughts. Never say, "I can't." Instead say, "This is a challenge for me." Fear and doubt should not stop you. 2. See challenges as opportunities. Every problem can make you stronger. If something is difficult, it means few people can do it, and you can be one of them. 3. Move forward with unshakable will. People around you will doubt you, but you must keep going. Failure should not stop you. Napoleon, Einstein, Musk, and Marcus Aurelius never gave up, and neither should you. The final truth: all great people have written their own destinies. They did not become victims of others' opinions. They shaped their own thoughts and beliefs. If you strengthen your mind and move forward with unbreakable will, you too can leave a mark in history. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. If you can master your thoughts, destiny will be in your hands. So today, right now, make a decision. No to weakness, no to excuses, no to giving up. Be strong, strengthen your mind. Because with a powerful mind, you can achieve anything. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you again soon.